So welcome back. This is Christian from Sensa with part 3 on the Airplay Bonjour services. Now we're going to show you how to configure the MDNS snooping feature of the wireless LAN controller, the Cisco wireless LAN controller, and show you how it actually works. First of all, we need to enable the MDNS global configuration. You see it's disabled here, and in many cases it is disabled on some software versions and so on. So in this case my phone here is on this network that I'm going to show you later on, and you see that the phone is actually searching for Airplay services on network, and there are none at the moment because this is not enabled. After we enable this service, we enable it globally for this functionality to work. So that is really a key thing. Here below you see that there are master services database. This is actually the services that the controller supports to advertise. So we have like AirPrint, we have Apple TVs, which is pretty common, and we have some services, and they all have strings that the controller needs to know, because the controller is snooping the traffic, so it needs to know the service string, which is different in each case. And in some cases you might have some third-party device, a home sound system or whatever. It might have a service string being advertised that is not working, and you need to find out what the service string is, and so you can add it manually and put it behind the profile if you like to make it work. But I will show you that in a later video, how to debug and troubleshoot and find those services and add them to your controller database. In this case we'll just get MDNS snooping going, and under the profiles we'll actually need to configure a set of service strings that I showed you earlier. You see here that I have a profile name Apple TV. This is under profiles. I have gathered there which services I want to enable on this profile. So this profile will then take and apply it to a interface that is a SSID, WLAN, or interface VLAN on the controller, which is interesting because the controller belonging on an interface on the wired side, belonging on the same VLAN as let's say Apple TV or whatever is advertising the Airplay services, will be able to pick up from the wire the advertisement and put it in the list for the clients to choose from. So that is an interesting option for you guys to know about if you have such scenarios where you have only a wired device connecting and you want to advertise it somehow to your controller. Anyways, we have created the profile, and now we need to go to WLANs. And in this case I have a WLAN named test. I have under the advanced tab, you have on the bottom right, you have MDNS. MDNS snooping needs to be enabled on that SSID so I can advertise the services, and here I can choose which MDNS profile I showed you earlier I'm going to use. In this case I will use the Apple TV one. I will apply this, and that is actually the basics of how to get it up and running. And you see now in my case for this phone I have enabled the SSID and the service, and now I get my Apple TV up and running, and now I can start using it to mirror my content. I even see more here, more than one Apple TVs. So this is the real basics of how to get this up and running, and it's not really that complicated at all. In the next videos I will show you how to filter the Airplay messages. You might want to filter according to buildings, location, and so on. And we will also go through some troubleshooting, like I mentioned earlier, to how to find strings that are not in the database with debugging and apply them to your database and fix things that can be cases that where you need to do that, and I have had to do that in many cases in my daily job. So I hope you enjoyed, and look forward to see you next time.